Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Let's get right into the reading. So today's reading is going to be about dreams, because Spirit keeps saying pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. So a lot of you could be having very vivid, crazy dreams at the moment, and some of the dreams you could get straight away, but others it takes a bit more decoding. But they keep bringing dreams up in terms of it being connected to your physical health, particularly your gut. So some of you might be doing research at the moment for certain foods that are good for bloating and inflammation and bringing the inflammation down within your body. Some of you guys could be changing your diet, you could be cleansing, you could be doing a lot of research and a lot of work when it comes to the gut health, the health of your gut. Because you know this is connected to your mental state and you having clarity about where you need to be going in life and what you need to be doing in life. But a lot of your subconscious minds are able to connect with you and speak more clearly to you within your dream state while you're in the astral realm. And it's like your subconscious and your soul is trying to get messages to you when it comes to your health for a lot of you guys. So can we get some messages, please, of what the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? We have renewal, yeah. You guys are being renewed and you're going through a rejuvenation process. And always remember, when you are being renewed, your body will have to go through a purge in order to make space for the new. So it's like you're going through this huge death and rebirth, this huge release, this huge purge. So a lot of things could be happening in your personal life. I'm hearing in freeze. You know, they say things come in freeze, like bad things will come in freeze or good things will come in freeze. So a lot of you could have just had like 3 tower moments or 3 things coming at you. Some of you could have literally just lost people. I'm not getting in terms of death, but it could be. But I feel like you've lost people in terms of you've had to remove people from your life. You've had to cord cut and get rid of certain people in your life because you realise that these people aren't your people anymore. You aren't on the same path anymore. You're not on the same timeline. You could be in a higher frequency because you are doing this work and you are going through this renewal. So you're choosing your soul's evolution and your soul's development. And these people may be choosing to remain stuck and to remain in victimhood. And you don't want to be around these kinds of people anymore. For some of you, it's people that had envious eyes on you, like jealousy on you, and maybe were quite heavy to be around. So you may have, you see all this dark here. Like I'm seeing you as this flower, and then you see all this dark here, and this up here, this light over here, this is your spiritual court, this is God protecting you. And you're now really connecting to this light, and it's like you're in a spotlight, like divinity is shining down on you, but it's also shining from within you. It's shining out of your heart. I'm just seeing someone's heart all lit up, and it's like it's shining out of your face. It's shining out every orifice. It's shining out everywhere. It's like you're just whole being, this whole body of light, and you see yourself now. So all of these people that you were around who are a bit darker in nature, or maybe they brought out your dark nature. They brought out a side of you that you didn't like. But I feel like you would have been like kind of yawning a lot around these people. Maybe you were like really happy and in like a high energy and a high vibe, and you go around these people and all of a sudden your mood changes, your mood shifts, and you go all moody and you go all snappy and you feel quite heavy, and a lot of you could have been yawning. And that's how you know that that's the wrong people for you to be around. And in the future, you can reconnect with these people if they choose to do the work, if you come into alignment again. If you're on the same trajectory again when it comes to goals you have in life and the values that you have in life. I'm hearing moral compass. So some of these people could have a completely different moral compass to you, and you just didn't want to be in a connections with them anymore. What else, Spirit, do the collective need to hear right now? They keep showing me the gut, and I keep hearing gut. So some of you could be doing a huge clearing out of your physical body. So you could be taking certain herbs that you know assist in cleansing your gut, in like flushing the body. It's like your body is just being flushed. I forgot what it's called, but you know when they put the water up your bum and then it just completely cleans out your colon. I'm being shown that as well. So some of you could go and have that done, or maybe you already do that and it helped you a lot. It was like just like a massive release, and it completely, I'm seeing someone's stomach kind of being like almost looking like a bit pregnant, and then it just completely goes in, it goes flat. But it's also like this energetic release as well, this spiritual release as well, this spiritual purge. What else, Spirit, do the collective need to hear right now? Okay, so we have freedom. This is what you're coming into. You're in the birthing process now. So you were in that death process. You were going through the ego death. You were going through that dark night of the soul. And now you're stepping into the rebirth. You could be seeing butterflies everywhere or dragonflies everywhere. If not in your physical reality or in your waking world, you could be dreaming of them, or you could just be seeing like photos of them when you go online. A lot of you could be seeing rainbows, but I do feel like you have all of these colours within your auric field. Like this pink, this indigo, this blue, this orange, this gold. You have all of these colours now within your auric field. Some of you may have had a photo taken of your aura at like a festival. I'm seeing a festival and you could have had your auric photo taken. And then some of you may get this done very soon. Or you may have just had the photo taken again. And it's got completely different colours within it. There's completely different colours around you now because you're a completely different person. And that's confirmation of the death and rebirth you've just been through. But it's a confirmation that you have moved on up in timelines. I'm just saying you're on a completely different trajectory that you were on before. It's completely different. So you might have had like readings done in the past, and some of you could come across like maybe it's an email you printed off an old reading from a medium that you went to in the past, and you could find it and you're reading it, and you may realize that who you are now, that's who they were tapping into. That's coming through for someone. Like you literally could have had a reading done like 7 years ago, and it may not have resonated at the time, and now you're reading back on it or you're watching it again, you're like, oh, now it's making sense. Like this is who they were tapping into, who you are now, and the timeline you are on now. So they must have tuned in to your future self, like a future potential that you have now realized. What else, Spirit? You're about to realize. We have forgiveness. Yeah, so you've chosen to forgive and release. They're putting a memory in my head. It was either of a crow or a raven. But anyway, I was at a train station getting the train in the morning on the way to work, right? This must have been about 4 years now. And the doors opened. The train came on the platform. The doors opened and I was about to step on. And there was a man behind me who was also about to step on. And then I just heard this gawk. And then me and this guy, we've both turned around, looked up. And there was this massive crow or raven. I'm not sure which bird it was. But it kind of like gawked and it was staring right at me. And then it did it again. And then me and this guy have kind of looked at each other like, what the fuck? It was like it was trying to announce or say something to me. And then I've turned around again and stepped on the train. But obviously the doors opened and then it's walked. And then it's announced something. And they do say that crows announce things. Crows will announce when you're about to move into a new chapter. You're about to walk through a new door. So that's significant for someone. You could be seeing crows and ravens everywhere. Like these big black birds. And I'm seeing this here. Like he's blowing this trumpet. And I'm taking it as, is it Archangel Gabriel that blows the trumpet? Anyway, I'm seeing the trumpet. So again, it's like this huge announcement is going on. And you're heeding the call. You can hear the announcement. But other people may not be able to hear it. People who want a lower vibration, who are choosing to stay in their victimhood, they can't hear it. So they're not going to heed the call. And these are those people that you're having to release. That you're having to let go of. Again, 4 is significant. You could be seeing 4s, like 444. But you've chosen to forgive. So you're choosing to walk through life with a light heart. And you're releasing all of this baggage that you were carrying from the past. All of the wrongdoings that other people have done for you. You're choosing not to be bitter. And you want to walk through life. I'm just seeing someone skipping. So you want to walk through life very, very light. And then we have here optimism, which came out with the forgiveness card. And this is what is happening to you right now. You're in bloom. I'm hearing cherry blossom. So you could have, it's in Japan, is it, where they have the cherry blossom. So you could have always wanted to visit Japan. I just keep hearing cherry blossom, so that's significant for somebody out there. But you were in your bloom. And again, it's got this beautiful pink, like pastel-y, very calming, divine feminine colours. It's nurturing colours that are within your auric field right now. Because you're nurturing yourself and you're pouring into yourself. And if you haven't been, you're going to listen and you need to listen. And it's coming through, this messages, through your dreams. So your subconscious mind is literally screaming at you within your dream state to get you to take care of your physical health and your mental clarity. Something about you taking care of your physical health, and this is going to help with your mental clarity. You're going to know which step you need to be taking next. You're going to know who should actually be around you and who shouldn't be in your life anymore. I'm hearing grown apart. So some of you could have grown apart from a lot of people that are around you. What else, Spirit? We have resurrection. Like, it's literally the message coming through. It's the renewal, resurrection. You're going through a huge purge and a death and rebirth. You are being renewed. And this is who you are stepping into. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into your confidence. You're stepping into your divinity. You are sovereign and you are free. If you don't feel like you are this right now, you're about to be. My throat was trying to croak then. My voice box was trying to croak then. So some of you guys, your voice could be different now. Like the way you speak with conviction and everything just comes out more clearly. Whereas in the past, you could have even have had, I'm hearing speech impediment. Or maybe that's what other people thought you had, because maybe you're a bit shy. Or when you did speak, you could have stumbled on your words or not got the words out clearly or properly. So something about your voice as well that is changing. But I just feel like you're speaking with a lot of conviction because you're confident. You stepped into your power. You know who you are. You know where you're going. And you're not allowing anyone, not even yourself, to hold you back. Yeah, look what we've got at the bottom of the deck. Star. And I'm seeing someone holding a wand. So it's like you are the fairy godmother. You don't need to be praying anymore for a savior to come in, for a hero to come in, or for the fairy godmother to make your wishes come true. You're making your wishes come true. You are your Messiah. So the first person that you go to now is God and yourself. And if you're not doing that, you will be doing that in the near future. You'll be turning to God and yourself because you know the answers that you need are within. You know that somebody else outside of you, people can give good advice and guidance, and they've been through certain experiences and situations that they have self-mastery on. So they can give great advice, but you know that you're your best advice. And the answer is always going to be within. They're asking me to get a post up. I feel like I archived this post. So it's no longer on my Instagram, but it was about dreams and how to connect with your dreams. So they just want me to read out this post. Okay, so it says, remembering and interpreting dreams. I'm seeing a photo that is focusing on the woman's face, but the rest of the image is blurred. Firstly, when you remember a dream, it's important to write it down straight away. Notice what stands out the most. Could be a certain colour, symbol, element, animal, person, or theme. What draws your attention has the most significance and will help you narrow the dream down to its actual meaning, because sometimes there's a load of randomness that consciously won't connect with what your subconscious is trying to get across to you in the waking world. The more you go to bed with awareness of wanting to remember your dreams, the more likely that will happen more often. I keep a dream journal on my phone and write them down if I wake up in the middle of the night. I've been doing this for years now, so it's become second nature, but at first I would struggle to remember my dreams every night. Practice makes perfect. Certain herbs, crystals can be placed near your bed or under your pillow as you sleep to assist with dream recall. I use a clear quartz seer stone. I think it's also known as a dragon's egg, that stone, seer stone. Give enough time for your body to digest its last meal before bedtime too. Some like to keep a glass of water by their bed, not to drink, but to throw away in the morning. Dreams are connected to the water element. Our subconscious is as deep as the unexplored oceans. Water is a powerful force. It absorbs everything in its surroundings. Ask it to clear any heaviness from you and your space. Interpretation, I'm still learning. Sometimes my dreams are very literal in the meaning, but other times they are just outright weird. And then I've put, I have noticed through this practice that my psychic nature will speak greatly through dream time. Sometimes they are prophetic or a warning. I've dreamt of people before I've met them, or dream about someone I know and it turns out that that dream is what they are currently going through. I believe that the most natural things that make us human are those also most shrouded in mystery, like dreams. And then I've said, don't try to force yourself in understanding what a certain dream meant. The realization can be triggered at any time. A few times I've been having a conversation or watching something and past dreams will pop up in my head, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. You are the best person to interpret your dreams. After all, it's your subconscious speaking to you. So there's that confirmation there that you have the answers, that you will know what your subconscious is trying to get through to you within the dream state, rather than going to someone else who specializes in dream interpretation. But at the beginning of your journey in dream recall, these kinds of people can help you to work out what your dreams mean, like what the theme is going on. And sometimes other people can have an input that you wouldn't have thought about, but it's always best to trust in yourself and to always turn to you first and foremost. This deck, nope. They want messages from this deck. So what does the collective need to hear right now? And they're also saying as well, some of you guys may need to be drinking a lot more water. Obviously, the more water you're drinking, the more that's going to assist your body in the purge, what it's trying to release and get out. And it will be good for your guys' gut, particularly those of you who've been feeling a bit inflamed and bloated. And what messages do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? We have Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. And when I see this card, I always see someone who is holding their soul's contract, who is holding their Akashic records, and who is reading the chapter, the part where you are at now. So you guys are realizing, you know, it's not even deep down, you know, it's like at the surface, you're about to walk through a new door. Some of you may not know what it is, but you know that you're walking into a new door, into a new chapter. I'm hearing the new dawn. You're walking into a new dawn. And you completely jump timelines. A lot of you have even walked through a portal. So you could be having dreams about portals. Some of you could be having dreams about your guardian angels, about passed over loved ones, about God himself. You know when you have those dreams and it's like there's a narrator that's speaking that's outside of you and it feels like the voice of God. It's like that. You could be having those dreams. So there's a narrator within the dream. We have here signs from Spirit with love. I saw the program Friends. So some of you could be watching the program Friends. Maybe it's a favourite of yours. It could be that kind of program that you just constantly rewatch. You kind of sometimes have it on in the background. It's like white noise or background noise. But that's coming through from for someone, Friends. But again, birds came through earlier, but it was the big black birds, the crow. But birds are very, very significant. A lot of your spiritual court are speaking to you at the moment through birds. And I feel like through angel wings and through feathers. So you could be seeing these signs within your dreams. I feel like a lot of you will be visited from your ancestors, from your passed over loved ones, a lot towards the end of the year. What else, Spirit? We have passion, love for life, yeah. Like I was seeing somebody's heart lit up. And this is kind of what it looks like here. It's like your heart is being completely lit up. You've done the huge ego deaths and the dark night of the souls where your heart is being cracked open. Because it needs to expand. It needs to allow more room in, more space within it to be able to hold more light. To be able to hold more Christ consciousness. And you're now at this point now where you've fixed those heartbreaks. Where you know how to surrender and move through grief. And your heart has expanded to a whole new level. I'm hearing powerhouse. You're a powerhouse. Or you're becoming a powerhouse. And this is also because you're following your passions. What lights you up is what you're asking yourself. Like, what lights me up? What lights me up? What gets me going? What ignites my fire? What really connects me to the spark of God that exists within me? And a lot of you, this is helping you to have gratitude for being here on earth at this time. So a lot of you could have been those people who were kind of like, why have I reincarnated? Why am I here again? That's going to completely change. And you're going to wonder why you even like thought that, why you asked those questions. Well, you know where it's coming from. And normally it's coming from trauma or people letting you down, where you kind of walk through life and you're like, I love humanity, but I don't like people. I just don't want to be around anyone. That's normally because you're around the wrong people. But now you're going to be around the right people who are also going to see your heart. They're going to see you. They're going to hear you. They're going to feel you. It's going to be very genuine and very mutual. So there's a lot of people now who are coming together with their soul tribe. A lot of people are coming together with others who carry a similar blueprint, a similar spark of God within them. It's like looking in the mirror. I'm being shown a mirror now. But there's this new passion and this love for life and for being alive and for being who you are in this lifetime. Again, I feel like my throat is trying to go. So some of you guys, your throat, your voice could literally be breaking. It could be breaking, it could be changing. And you may have other people around you like say to you, you sound different. You not only look different and feel different and are different, but you sound different. So this huge death and rebirth that you're going through is happening on every single level. The physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. And other people around you, they can see it and they can sense it. There's no denying that you've just gone through a huge birth. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card, please, from this deck? What do the collective need to hear? Okay, we got two. So this one is the void. Retreat, rest, pause. And this is literally what you've been doing. You're not afraid to sit in the dark. You're not afraid to delve into the well of yourself. I'm seeing this here as a well. Some of you guys could be dreaming of a well. You could be dreaming of water, a lot of water at the moment, and being in water or being in boats. You could be dreaming that you're walking through portals, that you're walking through doors. And these are all confirmations that your subconscious is trying to get through to you, that you have really and truly been doing the work and it is paying off. Like you've reached your goals, not just in the physical reality, but in the spiritual. So this internal change, it will be reflected within the external reality. That does take a bit longer because the physical body, it does have to play catch up. Also, this physical reality is more dense, so it does have to play that catch up. So you will need to be a bit more patient with things being reflected in the external reality. But it's going to be worth the wait, I'm hearing, worth the wait. So your patience is about to pay off. And then we have here, it's literally like you're a fetus and you're in the womb and you're about to be birthed. But we have here pink, self-love and nurture. So pink is very, very significant. I feel like a lot of you have these pinky colours within your auric field. They keep saying that. And this is also connected to those pearls of wisdom because we have the pearl here. And these pearls of wisdom are connected to your soul. So it's not just God that is giving you downloads. It's not just these downloads. These messages are coming from outside of yourself. These downloads and messages are coming from within. Because you're remembering who you are. And you're remembering the self-mastery and the lessons and the experiences that your soul has had in other lifetimes. And in other realms and in other dimensions, I'm hearing. So you're really connecting to the wisdom that is within you. This deck. Okay. Can I get a few cards from this deck, please, Spirit? What does the collective need to hear right now? Some of you guys could be having dreams where you're seeing it's kind of like static. But you could be having dreams of this kind of pattern. But I'm also seeing static. You know, like the TV when you're turning it over and you're trying to connect to a certain channel and then it goes all white and fuzzy like static. You could be dreaming of static, which is also connecting you to the spirit world. So some of you guys, your channeling ability and your ability to be open and just to allow spirit to come through, for God to come through and speak through you. That's expanding. It's being magnetized, I'm hearing. So a lot of you, your guys' channeling ability is awakening to a new level. If you are that way inclined. We have Palm Destiny. So you're in a very destined and fated time. I'm hearing 5 fingers grass. 5 fingers grass. It's it's an oil, like an anointing oil, but it's connected to like what the hand can do. So it will magnify and assist what you can do with your own hands. But they're talking about doing things on your own and with your own hands. Some of you could be very, very hyper independent. You've always walked through life alone, or you've always done things yourself. I'm hearing if you want something done properly, do it yourself. But that this is now also going to shift because you're coming into connections. You're meeting more of your soul tribe, whether this is platonic or romantic. I'm hearing family. You're meeting more of your family that may not be blood related, but you're soul related. So there's this water tie here. There's this water connection, celestial waters. There's a connection at a soul level. You're going to meet more people who are going to give you their hand. Who are going to ask you, do you need help? You won't have to be walking through life alone anymore. You won't have to be doing so much on your own anymore. You're going to be understanding togetherness and community. And we have here skull endings, yeah. Confirmation of a death and rebirth that you've been through. Some of you guys could be seeing 1111. 444, I'm seeing that again. So that is that confirmation that you're walking through a new door, and you're going to have a strong foundation now because you've been pouring into yourself. So you rely on yourself. It's like you're reliable, you're stable, you trust yourself. Some of you guys could be dreaming of skulls or of like tribal masks. I'm hearing Taoism. We have the heart. So again, it's that confirmation that you're really connected to your heart. The heart is a significant sign and symbol for you guys. You could be dreaming of hearts. But again, they're saying that you are really following your passion. And you're going to have new passions that are coming to the forefront. Maybe these are passions that you had when you were a child. Or they could even be passions that were from past lives that you are reawakening, you're connecting to in this life. And for a lot of you, you will have love. Not just love when it comes to loving on yourself, but pouring into other people. You're going to have platonic love and romantic love that is true love. It's true. It's unconditional. It's as close as what you would get to being in the human body and really knowing and feeling the love that the divine, that the Most High has for you. Because sometimes being in this density and being in the human body, we can forget that what the love feels like when you are with source energy, when you are with God. this deck. So we're going to finish off the reading. We're going to get some poems for you guys. So what does the collective need to hear right now? They're saying it again. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. What messages or what poems do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so this one, I'm going to start with this one. So this one says, hello, dark night of the soul, my old friend. I thought we'd never meet again. We became strangers in the night, new feelings surface in the daylight. Don't let rising up for you, life will always school you. A higher frequency is no escape when the full moon sends its illumination your way. The chariot from Chiron is here, carrying more luggage for you to unpack, my dear. A psychic attack this is not, but a spiritual test before you reach the top. So are you going to quit or lose your shit? Will you breathe deeply and regain center? Maybe pay a visit to a godly mentor. The idea is to not remain defeated, to get up off your knees and go after your dreams. But what about those who have less over there? What can anyone truly give if their mind is in conflict? Make peace with yourself, stack up those abundant shelves. Only then can you dodge a loaded gun and lend a helping hand to anyone. So they're saying before you can help other people, you need to help yourself. So they keep saying during this reading to pour into yourself, and I feel like you have been pouring into yourself. So this is more of that past energy. You're coming out of that death and you're moving into the rebirth now. So this is that dark night of the soul where you had those last layers of stuff that you thought you had already worked through. You kind of had to like revisit it, revise it. I'm hearing revise it before you did that final test, and you guys have done that final test and you've passed. And then the next poem here says, put the brush to the pad and paint what you see. No longer will life feel like a horror movie. You're bringing the astral realm to earth, protected by the sacred mandala, comfortable in darkness but moving to lighter zones. The inner godly spark is about to leave its mark, not only on the world but creation itself. Misery loves company is never really true. You were just disconnected from the catalyst in you. It's divine time, so grab a glass of red wine, the Bob Marley kind. Full-bodied goes down a treat. New downloads and codes incoming. Remember, light energy is cold, so turn down the heat. Fine-tune your nervous system to its natural state. I can hear spirit shouting dinner date. So that is beautifully summing up this reading. So we are going to end it there. I do hope that this has resonated with somebody out there, and I will see you in my next video.